Death is coming from VioletChrome. A few years ago I was employed as a domestic. This meant cleaning and helping out in the laundry department of the dementia care home for the elderly with degenerative illnesses like dementia, Alzheimer's, etc. We were fairly young compared to most of the staff on the care side. We had heard stories of ghosts and strange occurrences. We assumed they were just trying to scare us youngers and thought no more of it. It was coming toward the end of my shift. All my work was done, so I went to the laundry as usual. At the end of the day, my manager was a lazy person and left all the clothes to be put away by us cleaners. Most of the residents were downstairs socializing and eating their evening meal. Also, most of the staff too were busy feeding or serving the meal. I had been putting away clothes with a girl. She was younger than me. She was covering the smaller side of the care home while I worked the larger side with higher dependency in twice the rooms, so she finished her side and headed over to help me. I had 2 blouses to hang in a wardrobe at the end of the corridor and 15 minutes to kill. I knew I was alone on this floor, so I had to sit down for a while playing games on my phone while I waited for her. I liked this room. It was quiet and close to the lift to hear if anyone was coming. I'm facing the door, phone in hand, and I see it move. It opens slightly then closes too. My heart jumps. It's my boss looking for me. I put my phone away and look busy just in case. The door moves again. I'm curious now, who's doing that? Hello Rachel, is that you? No answering, freaking now. It happens again. Door opens then closes too. I move out the room fast and creep out, moving down the corridor to put away the last blouses away and get out of here. I'm heading back to the lift when something grabbed my shoulders from behind hard enough to knock me off balance. I stumble, turn. There's nothing there but the door of the room I was in before. Bangs loud. The door next to me swings open fast, nearly hits me. I can't see anyone. What is going on here? The lift chimes. Floor 3, doors opening. Thank God it's you, Rachel. I'm so happy to see her. I'm not alone with whatever is happening here. What's up? You're as white as these sheets, honey. I don't want to scare her. She's nice to me. So I shrugged it off. Not was just waiting for you to skive off till 6.00. What's the sheets for? I brought some because Fran said you were running low earlier. You sure you're okay? You look. I don't know. And she heads off down the corridor with her pile of 5 single sheets to the bedding cupboard. I watch her walk further away, about 2 rooms away. I call after her, I'll wait here for. Og bang. What the? She flew backwards, slamming into the floor. I run over to help her up off the floor. Ow, what the fuck just happened? Who grabbed me? She searched for the culprit with fearful eyes to see no one. I don't know, it happened to me just before you came. Can we get the hell out of here please? Yeah, fuck the sheets, come on, we head to the lift. Has this ever happened before? Rachel says as she presses the call button for the lift. Not that I know of, but I know Jacob died last week. I don't know why, but he was always sneaking up on the staff like this. I guess he ain't done scaring us. His room was on this floor, right? She asked as the lift arrived and did its chime. Floor 3, doors opening. All the doors to every room start opening, banging shut. We run in the lift and I hit the door close button and then the ground floor button. I look at Rachel, tears her eyes. Come on, we can't show the carers, we're scared they will take the piss. I hand her a tissue from my pocket. She wipes her eyes and pockets the tissue discreetly as the lift chimes again. Floor 3, doors opening. From user bangs_4_lifer. That isn't my dad. This happened to me about 5 minutes ago. My dad works in construction and his current job site is halfway across the state. He is living with my grandma right now because he recently broke up with his girlfriend and has no house. He gets off of work around 4, but it's a 3-hour drive home. He got home at 7 o'clock. When he walked in the door, everything seemed normal. He was in his bright orange and yellow construction vest. When he walked in, he said hello to me and my grandma. He is sleeping in the living room right now. He walked by me, he didn't fist bump me. Our favorite movie is Big Hero 6, and you know how they do the fist bump thing? Well, my dad fist bumps me and does the fatal adala thing, and I make the explosion noise. That happens every time he walks by me. Well, today he didn't. I thought that was weird, so I stuck my fist out thinking he forgot, but he just looked at it and walked away. He sat down on the floor and rolled over to sleep. Another weird thing. My dad doesn't go to sleep until midnight, he's an insomniac. I thought that was really weird. I thought maybe he was just having a weird day because no one seemed to notice it. I got up to go to the living room to watch some TV, but when I looked over at my dad, he was wearing a metal ring. He's allergic to metal. I know that's not my dad and I don't know what it is. I immediately went to the bathroom and I've been writing this since. If this gets enough attention / people wanting an update, I will update this. Update 1, I know this hasn't gotten much attention but I need to share. So after I posted that I left the bathroom and saw that my dad had moved across the room. I asked my grandma and she said that he did that in his sleep, but my dad is as still as a rock when he sleeps. My grandma went to her room and I stayed in the living room, dumb decision I know, with him so I could keep an eye on him. I got distracted on my phone and when I looked back at him something seemed off. It was almost like his arms and legs had gotten longer. But they didn't look like they grew, they looked like they had been stretched. That is all I have for now. I am in the living room still on the couch. I will update later. Update 2, there's not going to be much to this update. Over the last few hours his limbs have gotten increasingly more stretched out. Also my grandma hadn't came out of her bedroom for a while, so I went in to check and she was gone. I never saw her leave, the door to leave is in view of the living room. So I don't know where she went. My dad has remained in the same spot on the floor since I came to the living room. I am going to go to bed now, so I will update you all in the morning. Update 3, okay, I have to be really quick with writing this. I woke up at 8 o'clock and I looked at my dad and his limbs were even more stretched out. Then I noticed his torso was growing. Nothing else, was just his torso. I got up and went to my grandma's room and she was still gone. I tried calling her but she didn't answer. I went back to the living room and my dad was standing up. His limbs and torso were still irregularly shaped. He started staring at me. I got so scared I almost started crying. I immediately called my mom and told her what happened. She said she would come pick me up and to keep an eye on the thing. Half an hour later she got here and I ran out the door to her car. I got in and she sped off immediately. I looked back and I saw the thing running out the door to us. My grandma lives on the edge of town, so we drove out of town. We have been driving for 2 hours and the thing is still chasing us. My mom said she would explain what was happening once we got where we're going, so I will update you all then. If anyone has any advice or if something like this has happened before, please let me know. Update 4, okay, we just got to where we are going like 30 minutes ago. We are in a big cabin in the middle of the woods. A few hours ago the thing lost us, so I am praying it doesn't find us. My mom explained to me what is happening. She said that our family has had a curse on it for hundreds of generations. My X231 great-grandmother was cursed by an evil sorceress. Every female in our generation when she was 11, after 11th birthday, before 12th birthday, has this happened to them. Even if they are adopted or not their biological child, this still happens. One parent / guardian of the child will turn into a thing and nobody else knows about it unless it has happened to them. Also, I am sorry if that is not a good explanation. I am kind of panicking and do not fully remember what my mom said. Anyways, when we got to the cabin my mom led me inside and there was nobody there. She told me to wait there and she went outside. It has been a while since she went outside and I'm getting worried. If she doesn't come in soon I'm gonna go check on her. I'm not sure how long until I update this. Update 5, I'm sorry for taking so long to update. I am not sure how many more updates I will do. After an hour of my mom being outside I went to check and she was gone. I thought I heard something, so I turned around and I saw it. It had grown quadruple its previous size. It looked like it was eating something but I wasn't sure what it was. I tried to sneak up to it but it almost saw me. It got up and it seemed to grow even more. It took a couple steps and then it looked down. It had saw me. It dropped what it was holding. It was eating my mom's torn apart body. It starts chasing me and I ran back into the cabin. I have been hidden for hours. I can still hear it walking around outside. I am really scared. I am writing this as I hear it doing stuff. If I die I just want to make sure this gets out to the public so people can be warned. Another thing my mom told me that I forgot to mention before was that there are around 50 other families in the entire wood that also have this curse. Anyways, it is getting closer. I can hear it. I think it's coming for the cabin. Oh no. It's looking in the door. It sees me.